besties, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. My name is Court. Today we are reading my most anticipated reads of recent, I guess. I have a few books that I either got early access of or came out recently that I would love to read, and they're my most anticipated reads of 2025, or just some that I'm really anticipating that are on my top 25 for 2025. People keep coming and going, and I am getting scared to film. I do work a 9 to 5, so I'm a very busy gal, so I only get a little bit of time to film, but I wanted to give you guys an update on my reading, so we have to do this now. I think I'm going to be reading 3 books in this video. I know there's 2 books that I'm going to be reading, and they'll all be out by the time you guys see this video, but I have early releases of them, and then one just released in January. It's February currently, and I'm going to read it. But all 3 of them are some of my most anticipated reads of 2025, so I cannot wait to read them. And I'm super excited to see what I think, if they live up to my hype, and we'll see what I think of them, and that's what we'll be doing today. I'm starting this video now because I already started my first book, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. Our first book is finally Unloved. I talk about this book enough on this channel, so might as well do a reading vlog for it. If you guys have not read Unsteady yet, drop what you're doing and go read it. I will literally wait. Pause the video. I'm waiting for you to go read Unsteady and come back. Now that you're back, and now that you've read the best book you'll ever read in your life, Unloved comes out February 4th. By the time you guys see this, it'll already be out. So go read Unsteady, and now go read Unloved, because this book so far, it's topping Unsteady for me. Ro and I are literally the same person. I'm pretty sure we're the same exact person in a different font. We have such similar personality traits. I see myself in her so much. I love her. Freddie, I blush and I giggle every time I think about Freddie. I cannot wait to get more into this book because of Freddie. He is just like a goofy sort of, everybody thinks he's a playboy, but he's kind of got golden retriever-esque attributes to him. I just love him. And he's funny, but also has like some stuff going on. He's like, if you've read Binding and Keeping 13, he's like Gypsy in a different font, and Gypsy is my entire heart, and now Freddie also shares half of my heart with Gypsy. That's where I'm at. I started it. I am on page 75, chapter 11. It is dual POV. It's a tutor romance, hockey romance. They're in college. They're both seniors in college, I believe, and struggles with learning disabilities, and Ro is helping him with that so he can graduate and move on to the NHL. And Ro is just trying to be herself and also not be herself. She wants to find herself, and Freddie is going to help her do that. I'm very excited to get more into this book. The reason I'm giving you this update now is because I'm going to go inside and read more on my lunch and a little bit throughout the day whenever I get time, and probably finish it tonight, honestly, because I am hooked. This is the only thing I've been thinking about recently. So we're gonna go and we'll read this, and I will talk to you guys about it later. Hello, I can't remember if I updated you guys or not, but I finished Unloved. I have 2 copies of it now. I have my art copy and I have the regular copy because Adria was so kind to send me both. However, I did end up finishing this, and it's a 5-star book. I fear this is going to be a 5-star series. The found family, the way Peyton writes, just relatable characters with basically trauma dumping and just so unique storylines that I feel like can be relatable to a lot of people, even though they're so unique. 5 stars. I was laughing, I was giggling, I was crying. I just absolutely love this book. I love every single character in this book. I cannot wait until we get more in this series. Sorry if I look a little crazy. It's a cleaning day and I'm getting ready to start my next book on audio, so I wanted to update you guys. However, this is a 5-star. The entire series will be a 5-star. If you haven't read Unsteady or Unloved, please go read them. They're interconnected. You don't have to read them in order, but I highly recommend you read them in order. Absolutely, just ate it up. I love Freddie. I love Ro. They are just so gentle, so kind with one another, and it's the best that I could ask for. And then it made me go look for other books like this. So I read Collide right after this. So I just need more of this, and I need more of this series, and I absolutely love it and will forever love them. So moving on in our little reading vlog, I finished Unloved. That was one of my most anticipated releases of 2024. The next anticipated release I have is Scythe and Sparrow. It came out this past Tuesday, and I've been waiting until cleaning weekend to listen to it. So I'm going to go ahead and start this one on audio, and I will give you guys an update when I'm a little bit into the book. I'm so excited for this one. I absolutely loved Butcher and Blackbird, and I liked Leather and Lark more. I have an unpopular opinion, and I liked the second one more. I know a lot of people didn't like Leather and Lark, but I absolutely loved it, and I can't wait for Scythe and Sparrow. So we're going to start this on audio because I listened to the other two on audio, so I wanted to listen to this one as well. So I'm going to start this, and I will give you guys an update when I have one. Just a quick update on Scythe and Sparrow. I'm a little over halfway through the book. I am going to try and finish it today or tomorrow at work, maybe. I'm not really sure, but I want to finish it really soon. I am enjoying it a lot. However, I wish they would just say how they feel about each other and stop beating around the bush. The miscommunication is out of control. However, I do love this book, and I love the aspect that Bren Weaver has created with this trilogy, and the gory, fun little like rom-com moments really have me giggling. Like I was literally like mouth open laughing at one of the parts in this book. So it is a lot of fun so far. I'm just kind of conflicted about the miscommunication, but also I want to see how everything wraps up with the trilogy and with all of our favorite characters. They have popped in here and there in the book, and I love seeing them. It's like seeing your besties and just being like, hey, they just like pop in. They're like, hey, don't forget about me. I also have a great book, so it's good to see them in this book as well. But so far I'm enjoying it, but it's not my favorite out of the trilogy just yet. But I still have a little under halfway to go, so we'll see how I like it in the very end. Just wanted to give you a quick update, but when I'm done, I'll let you know my final thoughts. Hey, I'm back. I finished Scythe and Sparrow. I don't remember when I recorded last because, to be honest, it's been a few weeks because I finished Scythe and Sparrow, sat on my rating, and then got into a reading slump. So, I'm rating Scythe and Sparrow a 4.5 stars. Scythe and Sparrow is by far not Ozzy, you're hanging on for dear life. Ozzy, come on, girl. Okay, yep, you got it. Leave your sister alone. Anyways, what was I even saying? Scythe and Sparrow is by far my least favorite of this series. And I have an unpopular opinion. Leather and Lark is my favorite. I don't know what to tell you guys. Leather and Lark just resonated with me so deep that that's my favorite. So, unfortunately, I am not like other girls. However, I did really enjoy this one. I still gave it a 4.5 star. This is one of my favorite series like ever, and I love the characters and like the world that Bryn created, and I can't wait to see what she has in store next if you've read this book. And yeah, the only reason that this one was lacking for me was I didn't connect to any of the characters on a personal level. I connected to Lark in Leather and Lark on such a personal level that's why that's my favorite. And Butcher and Blackbird was just so new and refreshing and set the standard, So I think that's why this one's just not my favorite. I still loved it by all means. It's a 4.5. However, it just didn't match up to Butcher and Blackbird and Leather and Lark for me. So I still had a great time. The audio was phenomenal. I don't think I would have liked it as much if I listened to it. There was a little bit miscommunication in the middle. I liked seeing all of our characters come back together in this book, but overall, it was just a good 4.5 read for me. And I had such a fun time, and I listened to it in like 2 days, but then my reading slump hit. So, unfortunately, I didn't get to continue this video like I wanted to. And that's on me. I take full responsibility for that. Also blame my reading slump. So now that I've finished Scythe and Sparrow, which was one of my most anticipated reads of this year, I think it's time to get to my most anticipated read of the beginning of this year. I'm shaking holding this, actually, if you can't tell. Like, why am I shaking? This book I have been putting off. It's been out for a month now, and I just keep putting it off because I'm scared. I need to just sit down and read it. I'm scared of the impending cliffhanger. I'm scared of what's happening. I have avoided spoilers like no other for this book. However, I am scared that I'm going to get something spoiled for me if I do not read it soon, so it's time. It is time, friends, and I've seen so many mixed reviews on this. I've seen better reviews than like Iron Flame, but I've still seen mixed reviews, so I need to formulate my own opinion. I believe it's time to read Onyx Storm, and I'm wearing the perfect shirt, I just realized, to start this book. So, we're going to sit down. We're going to start Onyx Storm. I'm going to tandem read the audio with, I think, my Kindle version of Onyx Storm because I'm still trying to get out of my reading slump, and usually tandem reading an audio with a book helps. And I also tandem read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame with audio, and it really helped get into the world and kind of jump back into it. So I think I'm going to do that because the audio is on every end and I have that, and it's free. So I think I'm going to listen to it and read it because I can. And it might help me with this little reading slump problem that I have. So we're going to get started and I'll let you know my thoughts a little bit later. Hello, I'm here with an update. I am on chapter 20. I'm not sure how far in this is, probably like 40-ish%, if I had to guess, 30. So I am reading it on my Kindle, I can just look, 32%. And I am kind of just getting back into the world. I don't want to say too much because if you haven't read the series, I don't want to spoil anything for you. However, I am liking this a lot better than Iron Flame. Iron Flame kind of just drug on. However, I'm not, like, wanting to pick this up as much as I was the Fourth Wing, the original Fourth Wing book, and that makes me kind of sad. I feel like when we get a little bit further into it and more things start happening, I'll want to pick it up more and I'll want to just binge it. However, right now we're just kind of getting back into it and things are just kind of getting back to the way they were, if you know what I'm talking about, with this book, and I'm just a little bored. I still love seeing all the characters and I still am really enjoying my time with what we do have, but it's nothing revolutionary, and I'm hoping that soon I'll want to just keep picking it up. So this vlog is lasting a little bit longer than I wanted it to because I was hoping to just be enthralled with this book and wanting to just pick it up and read it and read it and read it and get it done, but unfortunately that's not the case. So I apologize for that, but hopefully we will finish this very soon and I will have another update for you. Hi everyone, I'm back with another Onyx Storm update. I'm on chapter 53, which is 83% in. We're getting ready to sit down and read the rest of this. I don't know if I'm ready. I do have my Fourth Wing shirt on, so it has picked up a lot. I have been itching to get home and finish this today. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm very scared. A lot has happened from chapter 20 to 53. I think chapter 20 is my last update that I give you guys. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything. This is a non-spoiler reading vlog, but it picked up a lot and we're learning so much more about the world and kind of outside this little continent that they're on for a little bit of context. And basically they're looking for this other thing that they need to win this war. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm at a part where they just like stumbled upon it. So that's all I'm gonna say. It got to a really good point last night, but I could not continue reading last night, so I am really excited to just binge the rest right now. So we're gonna sit here, we're gonna binge the rest, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts. Well, I did it. I finally finished Onyx Storm. Been a long time coming with this book, but the cliffhanger is cliffhangering. I need the next one. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably gonna have to wait a while. I don't want to say a lot because I don't want to spoil, because this is the third book in the series. However, the beginning was very slow to me personally, and then it picked up a lot, and then it kind of felt like this was just one big circle for Iron Flame, but also it was really good. So I'm in between a 4 and a 4.5, I think, just because I love this series and I love these characters, so that's where I'm at. I'm still reeling a little bit. I have a feeling it'll change when I reread it. For the next book, it'll probably go up to a 5. That's how Iron Flame was, even though I don't like Iron Flame. I just love this series so much that I moved it to a 5, because rereading it reiterated my love for it, and I feel like rereading this I'll catch even more and I'll like it even more the second time. So that's all for this video. We read some amazing books. We had a 5-star and 2 4.5-ish ratings, so that's pretty good for new releases that I was scared to read, but we made it through. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, like, comment, you guys know all of that stuff. And if you want to find me anywhere else on the internet, my socials are in the description below, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one. Bye.